So, y'all, I got this ugly paper. Well, it's cardstock, but same difference, right? And y'all remember that Crackle we did? Yes. Well, we're going to do some more. Because I loved the results. And we've got 3 pieces that we're going to do. All right? We'll use them in a project. But that won't happen for, a minute or 30 or I don't know how long. So we're using Elmer's all-purpose glue all. I cannot attest as to how school glue would work, or the clear Elmer's, or the washable Elmer's, because I don't have that kind. Okay? I have all-purpose. I have glue all. Elmer's glue all. I don't know if it makes a difference. I don't know. If you have the other kind of glue, why don't you experiment? Experiment with your kind of glue and let me know. I've not used the original tacky glue either. That might work too. I don't know. I've not tried it. So on this one, I'm using a gray paint. It's just plain craft paint. And I'm not sure if I listed the exact colors in the description below the video. And you are more than welcome to check out other things and our things that I did use in the description below the video. Click on that ... more because it's not in a box anymore to see more information. Okay, so here's our second one. Now these are ugly. I don't know if they were just desk cards that I smeared paint on, if I mono printed them, or if I did them on purpose. I don't know, but they are not attractive. But I couldn't throw them away because, maybe they will be. And I think they were old. I don't even know how old. They could have been from 2 years ago. I don't know. My stack of papers needs to be used, y'all. Needs to be used. So on this one, I'm using Citron. I do know the name of this color. It's Citron because it is one of my favorite greenses. It does not go well with almost everything, y'all. I keep trying to use it and it's just like, this is just so disappointing. I love this color, but this is just so disappointing. And it will be disappointing yet again. Now this heat gun probably, y'all, I don't know. This actually starts crackling pretty fast, and I have dried it with the heat gun and it has not affected the crackle adversely at all. So, but with that said, I would let this dry overnight, over afternoon, few hours, just to make sure that it is dry all the way through, because the glue, it may be thinnish, but it's not super thin. Okay? And as you can see, and this one's going to get a peach color on top. The color on top, I'm just smooshing it around. I am trying not to overbrush it, but I'm not being that gentle or careful with it. Okay? The Elmer's is, as you can see, thicker in some spots and thinner in other spots. Does it make a difference? IDK, y'all. IDK. So, we're doing that. Doing it. It's our 3rd page. Okay? Okay. Hopefully, I will put that little time mark thingy in the description box. In the description, it's not a box anymore. And it will lead you to whatever you might want to see next, such as the project we're doing with this. Now, I was not happy with that one. That's the Citron page, y'all. So we're going to do it again. Because we can. It's just a little glue and a little craft paint. Okay? That I need to use anyway. The craft paint anyway. Maybe not the glue, but I have it. Because I buy it by the gallon from a home improvement store. Now I did notice that I think it was Walmart had a gallon of glue, but I don't know if, oh, it was school glue, so never mind on that. Never mind. Anyway, but it might work, I don't know. Now we're going to use a purpley lavendery color, because purple lavendery, y'all. Oh, I love it. So here we are, just going to do it again. This time it worked it pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. So we still have the 3 pieces of cardstock of ugly paper. You could do this on scrapbook paper if you wanted to. I mean, why not? So we're going to make some postcards for the APG card lottery. Happy mail. And we are cutting the, we've already cut the other ones. We cut it one way. I put the inches up there. I'm making 6 by 4 1/4 inch postcards because that's what seemed to have worked best. Standard size in the US of A is 6 by 4 inches. This happens to leave a little piece of scrap that measures 3.5 by 2.5. Perfect as that. The official size of an artist trading card. So we got 3 of those too. We have 6 postcards and 3 artist trading cards. And we're just going to do 3, but I start, I'm trying to use up some of my ephemera, y'all. So I've got all kinds of ephemera I've pulled from different brands, different manufacturers. I've got some digital images, have no clue where I got said digital images, and so on and so forth. And I did my best, as a Girl Scout and a Cub Scout, to not show you all the inking. I did ink around most stuff, and hopefully I've cut most of that out, but I don't know. It's been a couple of days since I did the editing, because sometimes it works like that for me. You know, shoot the video over a few days and then edit it, and you know, life, y'all. I got a life to live, sorta. Anywho, gluing this one down, as you may notice, I wrinkled it slightly and tumped over a corner, aka folded a corner. And then we're trying to glue it down so that it's wrinkles, because that particular digital is on just a regular piece of copy paper, printer paper, regular thin writing paper. And now this is one of the scraps from our whole sheet, you know, and we're going to use it across there, because I used all setting down my Tim Holtz paper dolls. They're set in the setting down position, so they need something to sit upon. So we're going to use those scrap strips for them to sit upon. We're going to call this one postcard 1. In the timeline, I'm going to try to put the term PC for postcard, and then the number of the postcard. Does it matter? Yes. Of course it does. Especially since this is a longish video. I mean, it's like 30 minutes. It's not, you know, long. It's long enough for you to do dishes or vacuum, fluff up the couch pillows, maybe dust, if you do that kind of thing. Fold laundry. We all do that. Want to or not. Well, unless you're living out of the laundry basket, which is okay. There's no judgment from me. I have been known to pop things in the dryer to de-wrinkle them. Y'all, just saying, because it's true. So those are pop dots on the back of that little image there, because I want it to be popped up just a little bit. I don't know why, because I wanted to. That's why. And it's hard to tell in the video, but you can tell in real life. Most people would probably push it, go squish, squish. Anyway, I know I said they're postcards. And I'm going to mail them in an envelope. because I'm that way this time. Doing the postcard swap with Tanya McGuire. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. My sinuses decided to drain. And yes, at the time of this voiceover, I am still having ear hearing issues. My actual hearing is typical for someone my age, which means it's not perfect, but it's fine. My eardrums vibrate as they're supposed to. There's no clogging earwax. I've never had an earwax problem, aka physical stuff. So, it's in my brain, y'all. It's a sensory brain thing. Or a nerve. Okay? They can't really tell. But we're doing what we can. I am fine. Anyway, back to this here postcard number 2. I have that, what is that called? I actually have that package right here. It's a Timmy product. It's called Snapshots. I think it's one of their newer, I say newer. It was this year, 2022 thing. And I thought, let's burn it. Burn, baby, burn. Do not attempt to do any of this stuff if you do not have adequate ventilation. Okay. If you do not have a fire putter outer, I have water. And I have spritzed my craft mat, which is heat resistant itself, with water. So there is water on my craft mat, which is why you see me tamping it down on there. So there we go. And I'm happy with that. Okay. I had no plans to necessarily do that, but while I was inking around it, I thought, oh, let's just burn it, y'all. You know. Yeah. So that's what I did. You'll see towards the endish, because I do add word phrases to this later on, not as you see me doing the postcards, but later we will add words to it. I did a word swap with in that group that I'm in where we tend to do swaps. I'll mention its name. Junk journaling, or junk journal with Penny. It's on the Facebooks. Anyway, we sometimes have swaps on there. And this one happened to be a word. Y'all know I like words, y'all, because, you know, words. And so these are, what I use on the postcards are words I got in the swap. Because they worked, and I thought, well, how perfect is that? Actually using what I swapped for. Happens. So now we're putting our strip, or, you know, scrap strip on there. And all that wonderful burning that we did will now be covered up. Y'all. Because, yeah. Sometimes the underneath gets covered up by the overs. The overneath? That should be a word. It should be a word. The overneath. Instead of underneath, it could be over. Over, above. Overneath. Anyway. So the license plate had the number 19, and then over there it said 70, as in 70. And I'm like, no, that is totally inappropriate license plate date for this particular postcard, because it's somewhat vintagey, y'all. I mean, come on, it is. So I am doctoring the 7, and I think it did pretty good. I don't remember what it looks like in the photo montage now, but I think it looks pretty good. I changed it to a 1 so that if you looked at it close enough, if you paid attention to those kind of details, I mean, not everybody does. It says 1910, which is a more appropriate date. Probably too early for that many cars and license plates and stuff, but who's paying that much attention to those kind of details? Anyway, so we're laying it all out. Yes, I had already previously picked out all the ephemera. You don't get to see me rifle through ephemera. So, because at one point I even scooched everything aside and I went through and I'm like, well, these little Timmy bits may not be the same package as these little Timmy bits, but they're little Timmy bits. So I put them all in a sandwich baggie. The ones that I thought, I just put them in a sandwich baggie because I don't know what I want. Being an intuitive person, I don't go, oh, I want a green butterfly. I'm working along and then I'm like, well, it needs something, and I'll rifle through my ephemera and I'm like, oh yeah, let's pull this package out. And it's like, yeah, that's perfect, whatever that may be. That is how I work. I rifle through and fluffle through and stuff like that. That's like this piece right here that I'm doing. It's actually off the spiral bound ring of some Timmy sticker book. I thought, I'm saving that. I paid 1/4 of 1/10 cent for that. I'm using it. Yeah. It's perfect. I think it's perfect. So we're going to put our guy on there. Now his foot did get a little bented, which means the black and white manufactured stuff is kind of weird and sticking out to me. It's shining like a sore thumb. I can't see it on my little editing screen. I don't know if you can see it on your big TV screen. I don't know. But I thought, well, we'll go over that with the brown ink, which is what I did. I don't know when I did it, but I did it. And this is just a digital print. I was testing out that new printer that I got. And some of them I shrank super tiny. I'm like, oh, that is tiny, girl. That is so tiny. But I'm keeping them because you know what? They would probably be perfect on an artist trading card or a coin. So we're keeping that stuff too. Maybe it'll go in a Happy Meal. I don't know. So now we got postcard number 2 done with our dude. Oh, there's the brown ink on that part. I'm like, yeah. Oh, it's perfect. Now it's got a brown shoe. Perfect. Serendipity. Now here comes postcard number 3. Okay. So, ink it around, cut it all out, because you don't need to have to see that again, do you? Probably not. This time I'm going to put that, what's it called again? Package. Snapshot on top of our scrap strip. I just thought it looked more better that way. Intuitiveness. And then that was a long ticket thingy. I don't know. And I folded it out, because sometimes things need wrinkles and folds and sometimes they don't. It's your stuff. You bought it and or paid for it. Make it work for you. So I was originally wanted to use the red bottle cap. And that's the one I just tried on. But I liked the green one. I thought, well, that green one is perfect. So we'll use the green one. And we're taking photographs with our handy dandy multi-purpose tool called a mobile phone or a cell phone or a cellular or some people just call it a phone because we carry our phones in our pockets now and in our hands instead of on the wall. Just saying. I remember those days when we had a cord. Everybody got to hear everything you said. Even if you were in the closet, they were listening. So it was a party line. Anyway, moving along. Gluing stuff up. On the heavier items, I am trying, aka trying, to use the Aleene's Original Tacky Glue, my favorite. And on the lighter weight stuff, I am using art glitter glue, no glitter in it. And I don't know if I use any fabric or any kind of thing like that, but if I do, it's going to be fabrifix because that's kind of heavy, y'all. So that's what I would be using. And you may have noticed I was inking on the back of that because I felt like some of the back may show. Okay. You know, typically I like to blush up my paper doll cheeks and add just a teeny tiny color to their lips because I like it. But I did not do that this time. And I did not necessarily ink around the paper dolls either. I think I only did that on one of them, but I don't remember. So, which you can or you don't have to. You know, some people ink, some people don't. Some of them, like me, we ink some stuff, but not everything. So, you know, and I'm trying to position that the way I had it, the way I think I wanted it, okay? So I'm looking at my picture on my phone over there. That's such a handy tool for when you're doing this kind of stuff. You're lining stuff out, and you're like, oh, what was I doing again? Just take a little snapshot of it. And if you're doing, if you're trying different things, just take a picture, move stuff around, take another picture, and look at the picture and see which one you like the bestest. So we're gluing that stuff down. And you may have noticed on some of these, I took all the stuff back off and glued it down. And on some of them, I'm leaving the stuff layered up and just squishing just a tiny bit of glue underneath there to hold the layers together while I flip it over and glue the whole thing. Because sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't. So there we go. Postcard number 3. Now, we're going different. We're not going to use paper doll. Okay? No paper dolls in this set of 3. We're just going to use straight up layers of ephemeras. Okay? Now, some of this ephemera is a sticker and some of it was bought on Amazon and is not necessarily a branded item. Should you have a question on where I got it, please shoot me a message or leave a comment with a question about it, and I will do my best to let you know which Amazon, where in Amazon I got it. I would have to give you a link. I'm not an affiliate. Not an Amazon affiliate. Okay. So that is a vellum sticker. And it looks so good in real life, y'all. So now we're just making sure we got everything all glued down. I'm like, yes. Sometimes it's just layers on there. And then I thought, this one needs some diamonds. So this set may not get paper dolls, but this set gets blingy. And when I mail out my card lottery stuff, I am not particular about who gets what. I don't pay any attention to the name that's drawn as to what you're getting. So if you got something and it offends you, sorry, pass it on, give it to somebody else, throw it away. Don't hate me. It just works out that way, okay? I trust that the right thing will go to the right people at the right time. It's called serendipitous. Okay, we are more than halfway through the video. If you are still here on postcard number 5, I so appreciate you. Anyway, I do speed up my videos, and you may speed them up even more on your end. If you find your little control gear thingy, and you click on that, you can choose the speed. If you speed me up, I'm going to sound a little funny. If you slow me down, I'm going to sound a little more funny. Y'all. Anyway. Right now, I'm robotic in my own ear, so there we go. This is another vellum sticker, and they do are cut sort of like postcards. Bless my heart, like postage stamps, y'all. So they're kind of cool. So here we go. This one's gonna get this kind of bling. that I happen to have received in a bling swap from that same group. It is fun, y'all, to swap with somebody, because sometimes you get stuff, you're like, oh, I love that. And then you pile it all up and you use that pile. Okay? And this was just happened, in my opinion, to be perfect for this postcard. It needed a little something, something. And now it has a little something, something. So now we're moving on to postcard. Is this number 6? Have I lost count? I don't know. Something like that. And I already had it all layered up, so I'm just like, well, I'm just going to squish a little glue underneath there to hold all them layers together, except that one vellum sticker. And this one, there was some strings, thread strings, laying on my desk, and I thought, well, isn't that just serendipitous? My word of the year is serendipity. And we will just smoosh that on there with some fabrifix. See, I felt like I'd used fabrifix on something, but I couldn't remember for sure. Now we know. So we got all that glued up together, and we're just going to stick it back there approximately where it was. Okay? Now, I wasn't that crazy about London golf balls. We will cover that up with the word, phrase, sentiment thing that I got in the swap. Yeah. Anyway, sometimes it's exciting to say the word swap. So now we're finishing gluing up because our little vellum sticker postage, faux postage stamp thing slides underneath there, and it looks cool. To me, it looks cool. I hope whoever gets it thinks it's cool. Now, this is some of that foam clay that we put in the fondant mold. I will not do the fondant mold again because it doesn't come out that great with the foam clay. Anyway, that was a gift from my secret internet admirer. Thank you. Kind of cool stuff. And I thought, well, this one's going to get some diamonds too, down in these little divot star spots on here. So we got out some of those diamonds. These are colored diamonds. I think they're oranges. So we're sticking them in there. And it looks so good. It looks so fun. Now you see why I need to put these in an envelope, depending on how you pronounce the word, to mail them to the car lottery winners. Okay? Because I don't think this would be able to go through the post office very well. So, because I'm going to envelope them, put them in envelopes, I thought, well, we're just going to put a pocket on it because I need a place to put my little, hey, here's the information about your item that you got in the car lottery letter. So that's what we're doing. I just ran a little black ink around there. As you can see, it's very sparse, just in case some of that side of the card shows through. We're trimming it, but just in case. Okay. I only messed up one and got one on there upside down, but I caught it pretty quick and turned it upside right. Okay. These are a digital image, and I'm real sure the postcard backs like that I had printed out to put on the back are from the Graphics Fairy. They have Free Friday where they send you images. Great site. They have memberships and stuff like that. Okay? I'm not a member. I just hate the free ones. Y'all know me and my cheapness. Ink at random. We're almost done, y'all. You've done so good. Here we go. We're showing them off. Okay? The postcard numbers are now out of order, and that one says, missing you. Didn't I have a good word swap partner? Look at that. They fancied them up and put them on brown cardstock and made it real fancy. It's like, what? There will be a photo montage so you can better read. And the clickety-clackety sound you keep hearing, I'm pretty sure, is Champ going in and out of studio because he likes to come and go as he pleases. He's such a big boy. Anyway, see, we put good luck over that. So we've got our postcards, and I had the ATCs underweight. We had to wait for them. So we've got, these are not going out in the card lottery. These are going to be maybe for a random person. One of them maybe for a random commenter. It could happen. Ta-da! Photo montage. You just don't never know when I might send something to a random commenter. It happens. It's happened before, and I'm sure it will happen again. And while we are doing our photo montage segment that I really like, okay, I don't know if y'all do, but I do. Just let me remind you how much you are appreciated. I am happy you're in the world. I am happy you are within the same community as I am. I'm happy you're here. I so appreciate you and your valuable time. I really do. Y'all, I appreciate you so much. Fun. It was a full day, but it was fun. Thanks for watching. Happy arting, y'all.